I'm not here to discourage you or let you down, hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna let you know right now, everybody can't go. This message pertains to anybody. Anybody could, take heed to this message and use it and learn something from it. But I'm really directing this one for them YNs, them young niggas. Bro, everybody ain't gonna be able to go. It's gonna be changes as you grow. Not just get older, but as you grow in maturity, as you grow in wanting to be a better version of yourself, you're gonna find yourself by yourself. And you gotta put yourself on that island to grow. You gotta put yourself on that island to grow. People will hold you back. People close to you will hold you back. But you can't let that happen. You gotta put your blinders on. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay focused. You gotta be on your purpose. You gotta be about your goals. You gotta be about your family. You got people that depend on you. And a lot of people are never gonna have that mentality or that mindset. A lot of people will never know what it's like to have somebody that depends on you because they too busy depending on somebody else. They never took the initiative to step up and say, it's time for me to be an adult. And it's people like that around you right now. Hell, it's grown people with friends like that and people that's hanging on and they really don't even realize it. They don't realize that these people are sucking the energy out of them and stopping them from being the best version of themselves that they could be. Because they so busy feeding that negative energy back into that person that's around them, that's crippling them from their growth. My young niggas, you might be in high school, you might be in junior high. I don't know who listening to this right now. But if you're listening to this right now and you're a young man, maybe in your adolescence, maybe in your late teens, maybe, in college, most of the people that's around you. Now it'll be great if all your friends can be on the same page. That's beautiful. I would love to see that. But it's a high chance that it's not gonna happen like that because people are gonna be stagnant. People are gonna be in love with they're gonna be in love with giving in to their flesh. And I don't just mean, sexual desires when I say the flesh. I mean worldly desires. They're gonna be in love with partying. They're gonna be in love with tricking. They're gonna be in love with spending every penny they get instead of saving 10% of their bread. They're not gonna be on the same page that you on. You're gonna have partners running around making babies and not being a father to that the babies need to any of them. I had an issue the other day and I realized that wise men learn from other people's mistakes. Don't fall into the trap of having to bump your head because it's easier just to learn from other people's mistakes. Don't work hard, work smart. Everybody can't go. So do your best. I'm not telling you give up on your loved ones, give up on your friends and the people you close to, the people you care about. I'm not telling you give up on them. I'm not telling you turn your back on anybody. I'm telling you that you do not need to let anyone stop you from your growth and development. You don't need to let anybody stop you from being the best version of yourself because you trying to please them, and pretty much don't be a slave to your loyalty. You should never be a slave to your loyalty, especially in a situation where it will hold you back from furthering what you want to do and becoming who you want to be. You're going to find times where your friendship is going to be tested. But you got to remember that your loyalty lies with you first. You got to make the choices and the decisions that's going to be best for you. Don't let the other people around you influence you to not think for yourself. Don't let your friendship and your loyalty to these people put you in a situation that is going to be hard for you to get out of. This is not just for your friends. This is going to be for them, you know, the young ladies. This is going to be for the men in your life, or the boys at the time, or men, whatever you prefer. You know, if you 18 and you like 40-year-olds, hey, that's cool. Do what you do. You legal age. But fellas and ladies, don't let the opposite sex or who you dealing with hold you back. You may have a girlfriend or a boyfriend that's really holding you back from being the best version of yourself that you could be. Don't let this nigga drive your car all day while you at work. He drop you off at work. He come pick you up. Got his homeboy with him. Car smell like weed. He supposed to been hustling all day. He ain't got no money. He must be selling the money. Don't let it hold you back. Fellas, don't young men, you gonna have these situations where you gonna have these girls. I don't know if it's gonna be love. Y'all might love each other. It might be puppy love, but do you know what love is? Ask yourself that. Seriously, ask yourself, do you know what love is? Are you just lusting? Are you just in lust? You gonna have these situations where these girls may want you to do things. These girls may want you to not wear protection. They may tell you, come on, let's do. And you look up, you got 3 kids by 2 different women. Maybe 3 different women. Who knows? Don't let people think for you. Don't let people think for you. You got to stand out in the crowd. 'Cause you the star. This is your movie. You got to stand out in the crowd. This is your life. Don't let people think for you. My young niggas, my young ladies. You got to be, if you are in a car and you the smartest person in that car, you need to get the fuck out that car and go walk by yourself. Surround yourself with like-minded people or people that's in a greater position than you in life. Cause that's gonna push you. That's gonna give you that push and that will. Be around people that have more than you. Be around people that you can actually learn something from. Don't be stagnant. Don't be complacent. Just happy where you at. You always want to get better every day. 1% every day. 1% every day. You did 10 push-ups today, do 11. You got up at you hit the snooze button twice today. Tomorrow hit it once. I'm not telling you just run out there and just be the top G. But you gotta get there. You gotta get there. And guess what? Everybody can't go. Everybody not gonna be able to go. People, they're not gonna want to follow your path. Surround yourself with like-minded people and people that's doing better than you. I'm gonna be here with you, and I'm gonna be getting better 1% every day with you. I'm not gonna tell nobody nothing that I don't have no experience with. And trust me, everybody can't go. My young niggas, if you young, you might be in the streets. I don't know how this video gonna reach you, but I swear I hope. Algorithm, please send it. I don't want nothing but young niggas to hear this. You know, I know it's gonna be grown people that hear it. Man, I want this message to be sent out to them YNs. Bruh, you gonna change. You gonna get tired of doing that. You might be tired of doing it now. You're going to want to get you a job. You're going to want to get you a trade. You're going to want to go to school and further your education. Man, do that shit. Don't fall in the trap. Be the leader. You the star in this movie. And you got this. You're going to look up. You're going to have partners dying. You're going to have partners going to jail for a long time. Not the little jail stints that y'all doing now. You're going to have partners go to jail for a long time. And when you go see them, you're going to remember what I told you. Everybody can't go. They made the choices that they made. You tried to set a good example for them. But everybody can't go.